Alrighty, my name is Jami Reed, and these are my individual questions. I would read them out, but I tried that in another video, and it took me a really long time. So for the sake of time, just gonna put that there. So for our first question, we have to add 6x plus 5x. So let's break out our x blocks. And because it is a positive 6x, we're gonna make sure we put it on this positive side of the mat. 1, 2, 3, I did not grab enough. 4, 5, 6. So we have our 6, and our next thing we need to put on the mat would be 5x. So since we're adding a positive 5x, we're just also going to put it right here in this positive part of the mat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we started with 6x, and we added our 5x. So real easy one, we just get to add all this up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, 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 and we get 11x. All right, so we're going to take those off. Next, we are adding -5 plus -6. So this time, since we have -5, we're going to use our negative unit blocks, and we're going to make sure we put it on the negative side of our mat. So we have -5 first. All right, here we go. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need to put onto our mat 6 more negative units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So pretty similar to our last question. We're going to add this together, but notice that we're in the negative side of our mat, so our answer is going to be negative. So this time we're going to have -11 as our answer. Alrighty, taking these off. Our next question is 2x minus -6x. So this time, instead of putting more things on the mat, we're going to be taking away. So first we have 2x, and since it is subtraction, we need to take away -6x. Well, I don't have -6x here to take away, so what are we supposed to do? Well, we know that what we do to one side, we have to do the other. So if I need to take -6x away, I probably need to put -6 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have my -6x, but I can't just do it to one side. I have to put 6x on this side as well, so that they'll be equivalent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're able to know that this is equivalent because of our 0 pairs here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So since these all zero out, we know that it is equivalent to the original equation. But anyways, putting these back, we need to, once again, take away, subtract 6x. So here we go. And what does that leave us with? That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have positive 8x as our answer. All right, so that is all we have for this mat. We're moving on to our quadrant mat. So we can do a little bit of multiplying and dividing. So our first question is, first question would be to multiply, excuse me, x plus 3 by 3x minus 2. So let's get our, negative ones, don't need to do negative. So we have positive x plus 3. So we're going to put our factors in these little, right here. Why can I not think of the word? I don't know. But here we go. We have x plus 3. This is our first factor we're going to multiply here. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to multiply by 3x minus 2. So we put one factor on this side and another factor on this one. So here we go. Oh, that's negative. Why do I keep doing that? Positive 1, 2, 3. Positive 3x, but we have to do -2 units. So we have to put it on the negative side of the bar. So 1, 2. So how do we find our answer when we're doing multiplication like this on our mats? Well, we're going to fill in to make a rectangle that will match these factors. And we really have to make sure that we are paying attention to our breaking points. Which, what does that mean? I'll show you. So we know that an x squared block has a length and width of x. So that'll fit right in there, right? Perfect. We have the same breaking points right here and right here. So we know we can fill those in on these. 1, 2, 3. So you might think, oh, I can just put an x squared over here. Well, we don't know if the units would have the same width as that. So we can't do that, and the breaking points aren't lining up there. So instead, we need something that has a width of a unit and a length of an x. What's that going to be? It's going to be an x block. So there we go. See how the breaking points match up there? Perfect. So we're going to fill the rest of this in. We need something that is the length of this x squared, or of x. So we're going to fill that in there with all of our x's. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. It's a little bit hard with the paper blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And make sure you have positive units on your positive side. So there we go. You see how all the breaking points match up there and down here. Perfect. So we got that part of the rectangle filled in. And what do we need to put over here? Well, I can't continue putting x blocks, because that wouldn't match up with the breaking points. See how that doesn't match up? So I'm going to have to do negative units over here. 1, 2. And there we go. So my rectangle is completed. All of the breaking points match up. So I already did this problem and I kind of messed up on the back, but we're going to go for it again. So we just need to add up what we have in this rectangle. So we have 3x squared blocks. Then we have 9 positive x blocks, 2 negative x blocks. So we're going to add negative 2x. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 units. So we would know that 2 of these would zero out with 2 of these. So really what we have left, if you want to do it that way, it's fine. But you can also just know that 9x minus 2x would get you 7x. So therefore our answer would be 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. So let's put that on this side. We got 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. Once again, we have the negative 6 on this side, the positive 9x, that zeroes out with 2 of these. You know, those will zero out. So we're left with, oh my goodness, I'm making a mess. We're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 x blocks and 3x squared. So our answer would be 3x squared plus 7x minus 6. Alrighty, let's clear that off. Our next question is to divide 2x squared minus x by 2x minus 1. So we're going to put our divisor into the block, because as we know, multiplication and division are related. This would be like the product we got, and this would be one of our factors. So we're trying to figure out our other factor here. So let's put our 2x squared in here. 2x squared minus, for now, let's just say we're going to put it here. It's minus x. That's totally my bad. Minus x, not plus x. So another thing that's important is we want to make sure that this is a rectangle as well. So I can't put it this way. I really need to put it this way so that it lines up. And then we know we're dividing by 2x minus 1. So here's our, oh my goodness. Here is our 2x. Putting that on the positive side. And we have a minus 1 over here. So look at that. I got lucky. I lined it up. I made it to where all the breaking points line up. So we know that's one factor, and now we're trying to find the other factor, or our quotient, which would be the answer to this problem. So what would fit in there? Right in here. The only thing that is going to fit would be a positive x. Goodness. So all the breaking points match up, so we know that the answer to this question would be x. We know that x times 2x minus 1 would be 2x minus x. So answer is x there. All right, so similar to division, now we're going to factor. So the difference between dividing and factoring is, in factoring, we don't know any of the factors. We get one factor when we're dividing, but now we need to figure both of them out. So let's create our little rectangle here.